dreams.
911, what is your emergency?
I'm being attacked by zombies!
What?
I'm being attacked by zombies!
You think the worst with 4 victims at the house. And I knew that it was a very bad scene.
I remember going around the peak of the hill. After that, I don't recall anything until waking up in the trauma unit.
Chesterfield Emergency Service.
Can do it now.
We begin in Lafayette, Ohio on January 28, 1992. As Paul Prater left his home that night, he never considered how one decision he would make for himself would affect so many other lives.
In the afternoon, a couple of my friends stopped by. We started drinking, talking over old times. I suppose we stayed around there 2-3 hours. I was going to go see a lady friend of mine, and we was going to watch movies and eat pizza that evening. It didn't cross my mind whether I was able to drive or not. I remember going around the peak of the hill. After that, I don't recall anything until waking up in the trauma unit.
When we continue.
I could say this was a tremendous impact. I felt when I got out of the vehicle there were going to be serious injuries in this accident, if not fatalities.
Sir, can you hear me?
I deliver babies, sometimes 10,000 a day. All babies, fuzzy babies. You know, when people send their film to be developed, they're like expected parents, waiting for their moments, their Kodak moments. And you know, if you think about it, a roll of film is like a bundle of joy. That's why we use the Kodak Color Watch system, because with Kodak support and their color standards, especially the paper, we can turn out the color prints that people hope for. I mean, it's a great place. We don't just develop pictures, we deliver memories.
If you were AT&T, the old American Telephone and Telegraph, the biggest, most powerful company in the universe, what would you be scared of? If you were AT&T, you'd be scared of only one thing. Me, from MCI. You'd be scared I'd call your customers and show them the savings with MCI, and you'd worry that they'd really like the idea and switch to MCI. Lighten up, AT&T. Don't be so scared of me and MCI. You have millions of customers, and it's going to be years before I can get through to all of them.
That's the tingling feeling of new Arm & Hammer Peroxicare toothpaste. The highest level of baking soda plus peroxide, releasing tingling oxygen bubbles to clean along your gum line and between your teeth. New Arm & Hammer Peroxicare. Experience the tingling feeling of dentist clean every time you brush.
I love Little Caesar's Crazy Dippers. Always like dipping things. Dip these in bronze. Remember that spot? Morning, Bruce. I guess I'm a crazy dipping fool. Right, hon?
Like to dip things? Try Little Caesar's Crazy Dipper Deal. 2 pepperoni pizzas for $7.99 and 16 Crazy Bread Dippers and 2 sauces free.
Pizza, pizza.
Love is beautiful.
How often in a lifetime does this type of thing happen? I mean, has it ever happened to you? Of course not, you're a Mountie.
Or deadly, as these guys are about to find out. All new Due South Thursday.
Delta Burke, Women of the House, premieres Wednesday on CBS.
Around 8:45 p.m., Coshocton County Sheriff's Deputy John Mosier had just gotten off duty and was on his way home, driving down a lonely stretch of road in rural Ohio.
Coshocton, I just drove upon an accident. I could see this was a tremendous impact. I felt when I got out of the vehicle there were going to be serious injuries in this accident, if not fatalities.
Sir, can you hear me?
I went up to the large pickup. The driver was laying across the seat, making noise and moving somewhat.
I'll be back with you in just a second.
I went up to the driver of the small pickup
Can you hear me at all, sir? Can you hear me?
and checked his vital signs for breathing or pulse and could find neither. The passenger was moaning and groaning.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm a deputy sheriff. I'm here to help you.
I'm not sure that she understood really what was going on. She had serious facial injuries, and her legs were entangled in the metal and plastic of the dash.
40 Coshocton, have one.
And she was in tremendous pain, and there was just nothing I could do to give her any assistance.
EMS as quick as possible.
I thought there was a good possibility that she would also die.
Turn up one more, Dave. See if you can get in there. Can you get a bite on it, Dave? Can you get...
The impact had compressed the cab of the small truck. No matter how hard we tried, we couldn't get the door to open.
Coshocton County EMS paramedic Randy Curtis was first called over to help the passenger in the small pickup truck.
How you doing? Can you hear me talking to you?
She was gurgling a lot on her own blood. I stabilized her neck and opened her airway so she'd be able to breathe on her own.
Want to take C-spine for me?
Sure. Okay. I checked the driver real quick, and he was obviously dead. The steering wheel probably got him in the chest, and he died on impact more than likely. Neither of them had their seatbelts on. It's always hard to say what if, but chances are seatbelts are going to help you.
Put her on some oxygen.
She had real severe head injuries, and she had chest injuries. Had patients before who have ended up dying in hospital or dying there on scene from injuries like this.
Can you hold her okay, Steve?
When the patient's this critical, you just never know.
Okay, take it easy. Take it easy. I know.
It appeared that alcohol had been used by the driver of the large pickup. When I opened the door, beer cans rolled out onto the pavement.
Well, we're going to need a C-spine.
He was conscious. He had some injuries. They didn't appear to be as severe as the people in the other vehicle.
SkyMed helicopter flight nurse Mary Ellen Morton arrived and began treating the female victim.
Once we laid her on the board, it became just massive amounts of blood coming from these facial lacerations and fractures.
Put it into tracheal tube in her. Patricia, take
She was disoriented and would not cooperate, and I suspected immediately she had a major brain injury. There was open fractures to both of the long bones in her legs, and in order just to maintain any kind of blood pressure on her, we had to give a lot of fluids.
Clothes cut off, get the mask pants on.
I felt her injuries were so serious that she could have died at any moment. Most of the time, when we're involved in accident scenes, drinking and driving has something to do with it. And the effects are devastating.
35-year-old Patricia Johnson was taken to Ohio State University Medical Center, where a trauma team was standing by, including orthopedic surgeon Robert Ostrom.
Anytime someone's killed in a car accident, we're very concerned because that means there's serious injuries to the person that survived that car accident.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Is all the fluid on the DPM?
We got a large open wound down here.
She had 2 massive wounds of her left leg.
You got a fracture on this side too. Okay. All right, X-ray. Clear. Good.
Her hip joint on the left side was shattered. She lost 3 inches of bone from her thigh bone on the left, and the thigh bone on the right was also broken.
Okay, let's make arrangements for her to go to the OR. Somebody.
I was upset to see such severe injuries in a patient, and then to find out a drunk driver had caused these injuries.
Patricia underwent more than 10 hours of surgery, but remained in a coma. Her husband, David, and her parents, Betty and George Fries, were not able to see her until the next day.
It's unbelievable. I wanted to just tell her how much I loved her. Just please wake up.
Well, that was tough seeing her that way. I just figured she was gone. I'd never get her back home.
At the time of the incident, the driver of the other truck's blood alcohol level was 2.5 times the legal limit. He had 4 prior convictions for driving under the influence.
When I learned that a drunk driver had killed David and hurt Patricia, I was very angry. I had so much hate. If I could have got a hold of him, I would have probably tried to kill him.
Patricia did not come out of the coma for a week and spent 2 months in the hospital. For the past 1.5 years, she's been undergoing painful physical therapy.
Come on.
It hurts when I go down.
I know.
Work through it. I had to get 2 hip replacements. I had 3 inches of bone torn out of my leg. Now I'm kind of short-legged on my left leg. I'm blind in my left eye. And the pain, I'll always have the pain.
2 years after the accident, Patricia is still trying to come to grips with the death of family friend David Marlatt.
It was hard for me to find out David was killed. He was a close friend. He took my dad and me fishing all the time.
David was a heck of a nice guy. He was one of the best guys I ever known. I don't know, it just seems like I just don't care for fish much anymore since he's been gone.
If I could just take some of their pain and their grief and make it easier, I would do anything possible, but there's much I can do.
Driver Paul Prater is serving a 6.5 to 15-year sentence in prison and has had his license revoked permanently.
It was hard to accept that I took a life. I would go to bed with it. I woke up with it. I wanted to write Patricia a letter to find out how she was getting along in a recovery. And probably a week later, I received a letter from her. She told me what it was like at home, how hard it was living out of a wheelchair. And I knew that I was the cause of this whole thing.
Paul now speaks to high school students in hopes that others can learn from his mistakes.
Believe me, this is not what I had in mind for my future. When I look around, I have to wonder how many of you out there are going to be wearing these because you thought, like I thought, this can't happen to me. I've got control over my life.
Recently, Patricia also began attending to try to share her suffering and her loss.
I can't say enough about the pain that I put these families through. I look at the eyes and hope someone's listening to my story and how easy it is to get in a place like this, how easy it is to destroy lives, destroy families.
Hi.
Hi. All right after all that?
Yeah.
After an event on October 12, 1994, Patricia and Paul spoke privately for the first time.
We wrote quite a few letters. She must be one special person to be able to accept what's happened and still correspond with me, tell me her feelings and want to know my feelings. Something I've been wanting to say for a long time is thank you very much for responding to my first letter. That means a lot to me. I mean, putting myself in your place, I don't know if I could be that strong.
I just want you to know that I forgive you for what you've done. At times I do hate you for what you've done. I wouldn't wish my accident on my worst enemy. And if my story could just help one person not drink and drive, I'd be really thankful.
I took the life of someone and seriously injured someone else. It took a split second to cross that line and change so many lives. My advice to anybody that's drinking and driving, you better beware. The consequences of that could end you in a place like I am.
Next.
These kids were fine in the morning, and I have to go out and tell a family that your kids are in critical condition now. It's a hard situation.
Years ago, I looked like that. Then I lost 40 pounds in 4 months on the Ultra Slim Fast plan, and I've kept it off. It hasn't always been easy, but I eat sensibly and start almost every day with a delicious Ultra Slim Fast shake. For me, it's the best breakfast. It gives me as much protein as this, as much calcium as this, and as much fiber as 4 bowls of Special K, plus 19 essential vitamins and minerals. So come on, lose weight and feel great with the Ultra Slim Fast plan. It's a healthy way to lose weight.
These people were killed accidentally by a colorless, odorless gas, carbon monoxide.
My husband carried this picture in his wallet for 21 years.
I woke up in the hospital, and Patty never woke up.
We gave our pictures to First Alert to help prevent more needless deaths.
Get a First Alert carbon monoxide detector for your home.
Please, before it's too late.
Welcome to Walmart, shoppers.
This is a hot item. I do love this cot. I just love this department.
Has a little horn. They'll love that. This is good for play also, not just sleeping. Let me show you the best thing in the kitchen.
Throw a couple of steaks on the grill. Put it inside of here. Close it right back up. Hey, you're set to go.
And it even comes with a little mini mate. Just wad it up, throw it in the hamper. I don't know how people live without this stuff.
You come see us. We'll fix you up.
We asked people, which cough syrup coats better?
Look how watery that is. This one coats more.
It's Vicks 44.
This is 44?
Compared to the other major syrup, Vicks 44 coats better and feels better going down. But the reason it stops more coughs is that it has 50% more cough suppressant.
So 44 is better at stopping coughs? I'll try it.
Vicks 44, the stops more coughs cough medicine.
The rules say...
Never make the audience think.
We say, think about this. Love and War moves to Wednesdays right after the premiere of Double Rush.
No, 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 no.
It's a new night of comedy that breaks the rules.
You can't do that.
New year, new show. It's new rules. Wednesday.
I'm ashamed of you all.
If you don't know what to say to a friend who has AIDS, be honest. Say, I don't know what to say, but I love you and I care. Is there any way that I can help?
This story is not a recreation. It's a look inside Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami, Florida, where every day is a high-stakes battle against the odds. May 16th, 1994.
Yeah, I've got a car that ran off the road and flipped sideways and injected 3 children, one of them's 14.
A trauma team, including surgeon Christina Lopez, prepares for the young victims.
We had a call that there were 3 girls involved in the car accident and they were all ejected. You just hope that you can do the best thing for them and make them come out all right.
Pediatric surgeon Michelle Markley also attends to the girls. 14-year-old twins Jessica and Jenny Mejia, and their 8-year-old cousin, Sandra Francisco.
They were in distress, all 3 of them. Jessica had a broken arm. She was otherwise stable. She didn't have any other apparent injuries, so I moved on to Jenny, her twin.
Accident, lost consciousness, is not really oriented at this time. She's going to have CAT scans, and we'll know more after that.
I made some quick decisions on how to work Jenny up and moved on to the 3rd room where I found Sandra.
Tell me what you found so far.
Okay, she has belly pain, she has a lip lack, she has pains from her left hand.
Okay, belly? Soft?
It's soft but tender. Right.
Sweetheart, does your belly hurt you?
¿Te duele la barriga?
She had some pain in her belly and seemed to be having some difficulty breathing.
Okay, X-ray.
Sandra had a bad bruise to a lung on one side. We moved her to the CAT scanner quickly. I'll get her here if she becomes unstable. Otherwise, I'm going to take her.
8-year-old Sandra had been thrown more than 30 feet out of the car.
The CAT scan revealed several liver lacerations, which were pretty significant, and some blood in her abdomen, which had come from the liver lacerations.
So far, this baby is the worst injured. She has a bad pulmonary contusion. She's having a little bit of difficulty breathing, and I think her contusion's only going to get worse.
Sandra's father and stepmother, Jose Francisco and Martha Solver, come to the hospital with the twins' mother as soon as they are notified about the accident.
The police officer talked about Jessica and Jenny, but he was not saying much about Sandrita, and I was scared to death. I had to think the worst.
All the kids were in a bad accident. They were all thrown from the car. We're still in the midst of working all 3 of them up, so there's some more tests to be done, but I wanted to tell you what we know so far. Jessica has a broken arm.
Jessica tiene un brazo partido.
But she seems to be okay.
Pero ella está bien.
She seems to be fine. She's awake, she's alert, she remembers the accident. Jenny has a broken collarbone. She's a little bit sleepy right now.
Está un poco dormida ahora.
And she has some tenderness in her belly. She's stable, though.
Ella está estable.
Sandy has a bad bruise to one of her lungs.
Tiene un glóbulo de it's a blood. No, es solo un golpe.
When they left to go wherever it was that they were going, these kids were fine in the morning. And I have to go out and tell a family that your kids that were fine this morning are in critical condition now. It's a hard situation.
The most seriously injured, 8-year-old Sandra, is put on a ventilator to help her bruised lungs breathe. Her parents get to see her for the first time.
Aquí está tu papi. When I saw Sandrita, it was like she wasn't there. To see her lay in bed with no movement whatsoever, it was like she's there, but she's dead.
De cabeza no tiene golpe de cabeza y eso es muy bueno. Solamente tiene.
Fue algo muy duro. Jamás yo había visto a mi hija así.
It was very hard. I never seen my daughter like that. I didn't have words to help her.
Me pegó algo mal que lo que me dio fue gana de llorar.
And something hit me very hard, and it built a fire of tears in me. I couldn't speak.
One day after the car accident, Sandra's condition shows signs of improving.
She keeps getting better, and her bruised lungs don't do anything overnight. In the morning, she should have that out and be eating breakfast, we hope.
They have been very, very caring about my daughter and my nieces.
You're going to have to eat to get better, Sandrita. Will you do that?
And I thank them and God very much for it.
She can go home.
Well,
that's what she's trying to say.
A couple of days probably before you go home.
3 children almost died because they weren't belted in. If your children are resistant and normal kids are, you just need to persevere. Pull the car over and put the kids back in the seatbelts and reward them for keeping their seatbelt on and doing a good job.
¿Cómo te sientes, mami?
2 days later, Angela Mejia is very pleased by the recovery her twins, Jenny and Jessica, are making.
Por lo que han hecho por mis hijas.
The truth is, I've never been in a hospital. I felt totally confused and upset.
Yo les agradezco mucho, mucho, mucho.
I'm very, very thankful for what they've done for my daughters.
Ahora aquí, si estás agradecida de estar viva.
Estoy agradecida por todo eso.
Yeah, she's very grateful to be alive. Y de tu hermana.
También.
Yeah. And for her sister.
Y de mi sobrina también.
And her cousin, yeah.
They will have to make sure they have to have the seatbelt on all the time. If they don't have a seatbelt in the back, they won't ride. I can tell you that much.
3 months later, Jenny, Jessica, and Sandra have completely recovered from their injuries. At the time of the accident, they had only recently arrived in this country from Guatemala.
Los problemas de ellas, no, los golpes.
Their injuries were internal, not external. If they hadn't been treated as quickly as they were, they wouldn't have survived.
This is Tori, this is Sundance, and this is Noel.
Yo no sé, aparte de...
There's really nothing else I can say, except just how happy I am. When I talk, my daughter can see just how happy I am.
Los doctores le digo que muchas gracias y gracias a Dios que
I just want to tell everybody thank you, and I thank God that I am okay.
Que los ponga cuando
I would tell everybody to wear their seatbelts, because if they get in an accident and they don't have them on, then there'll be nothing.
Everybody dance! Dance!
Me siento que tengo aquello que estuve a punto.
I feel like I had something that I came very close to losing.
Beautiful!
Soy contento, ella es, se puede decir, la vida mía.
She's my life. She's my only daughter. And to see her now, how she is after having seen her in the hospital, I continue to thank God and the people who helped her. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to see her play again.
Next.
911, what is your emergency? I'm being attacked by zombies! What? I'm being attacked by zombies!
Look, I appreciate the fact that fast food is fairly inexpensive.
Only 99 cents.
I know it's convenient and all that, but if I'm gonna give you 99 of my cents, you're gonna have to give me more than just some burger. I mean, is it a Whopper? Is it flame broiled or is it fried? Can I get it how I want it?
Your way.
Or am I gonna be scraping gobs of secret sauce off the bun? I mean, I can get a roll of duct tape for 99 cents. Doesn't mean I want to make it my lunch.
The 99-cent Whopper, now at Burger King.
You can eat all you want, but you still need more. You can stock up your shelves and clean out the store. No matter what you do, you're gonna eat it up. Chi-Chi's salsa, you can't get enough.
You love Chi-Chi's restaurant. You'll love Chi-Chi's restaurante-style salsa. It's thick, it's got chunky vegetables, it's got the right spices. So when you can't get to the restaurant, get to the store.
Chi-Chi's salsa, can't get enough.
Rescue 911 will continue.
A battered wife
Don't, please, honey.
must flee for protection,
If he finds us, he'll kill me.
only to witness another abused woman's murder.
Oh, my God.
Now, will she come out of hiding and risk revenge?
I'm going to do whatever it is that I have to do in order to be around for her for a long time.
Donna Mills, Corbin Burnson, Dangerous Intentions, next.
Yeah, moving to Alaska was a big adjustment for me, Marilyn. And now we're all going to move to Wednesday nights.
Northern Exposure moves to Wednesday on January 4th.
Does anything bother you?
This is CBS.
There's always a dream that's a part of someone. Reach over the horizon and say hello, everyone. More than a dream, it's what we're working together to come so far. Bring us together one by one. It's more than a dream. Hello, everyone.
In New Orleans, we love a parade, and Popeyes loves to cook up those unique New Orleans dishes to take along. But hey, you don't need a parade to enjoy our deals. Just get shaken. March on down to Popeyes today for a parade pack. Get 10 pieces of legs and thighs, plus 4 buttery biscuits for just $5.99. Nobody has a deal like that. So get the gang together. 10 pieces and 4 biscuits for just $5.99. Popeyes.
This live Doppler radar display is from KLFY TV 10, Lafayette.
20-year-old Christopher Graves had been looking after a plot of land that his grandmother owned in Robstown, Texas, for more than 4 years. So when he showed up there on the morning of August 23, 1994, he had no reason to assume it was no longer safe to set foot on the property.
My son Chris said, Mom, let's meet for lunch, because I'm going to be mowing right there near Robstown. We're just more like friends, really, than mother and son. He's never given me an ounce of trouble in his life. He had his mobile phone with him. I've always, since he's been doing this mowing, told him, in case anything happens, I want you to dial 911.
Nueces County Sheriff's Deputy David Maldonado was driving by the area on routine patrol.
I saw a gentleman that was taking a tractor off of a trailer. Farmers are always moving tractors around with bush hogs, and it's not unusual to see something like that, so I just kind of really blew it off and just kept on going. The second time that I was coming around, he was already starting to mow.
What is your emergency? I'm being attacked by killer bees. What? I'm being attacked by killer bees. Okay, what's the matter? Slow down, calm down. What's the matter? I'm on Highway 77. Highway 77? Yeah. Okay, where at? Are you trapped inside your car? Past the cut.
Dispatcher Dorothy Pollard took the call.
What's the problem? I'm being attacked by killer bees. You're being attacked by killer bees? I'm being attacked by killer bees. Okay, hold on. Okay.
I heard the bees buzzing around his head, and I heard him screaming in pain. I knew that I was talking to a man that was getting stung over and over and over and over and over, and I really was at a loss of what to tell him.
I can't hear you. Are you inside of your vehicle? Yes. Okay, stay inside your vehicle. I'm outside of my vehicle. Are you outside of your vehicle? Can you get back inside of your vehicle? I'm outside of it. Okay, sir. Okay. Where are you at right now? Can you crawl under can you get anywhere away from the bees? I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Stay on the line. Stay on the line.
Every time I've dispatched to somebody, the guys go out there and they've gone into unbelievable situations and handled it. But this one, it's going to be a tough rescue.
Were you transporting the bees? No, I'm covered with them. Okay, get animal control on the line so I can get some advice.
On the third pass, it looked kind of funny from far away because you could see this cloud around him. He looked kind of hazy, but he didn't look like a real person. He had something around him. I thought they were gnats, but they were bigger than gnats, and what I started seeing was bees.
1033. Drop to the ground and roll. Drop and roll.
I've had training for traffic accidents and homicides and how to take care of a crime scene. How do I take care of a man who's covered with 3,000 or 4,000 bees?
Get on the ground and roll. Sir? Yes. You got a sheriff's deputy there? Yes. Is the officer getting out of the car or is he staying in his vehicle? I can't hear you. Is the officer getting out of his car or is he staying in his vehicle? Staying in. He's going to pass out. Hurry. Okay, what is the officer doing? Can you get into his car? You go get in the officer's car, okay? I can't get in. Can you walk? Are you laying down? I'm passing out right now.
People tend to think about a bee. It's such a small little thing, but I mean, when you have 10,000 little things, it becomes one big thing and it could kill you. About the same moment, I started thinking, hey, you're allergic to bees.
Okay, I'm gonna get the fire department. Hold on. Stay on the line. Stay on the line. Sir? What? Okay, we got the fire department on the way. There's an officer there.
Dead, brother. Can't breathe.
It was silent. I mean, it was silent after that. We had no earthly idea what was going on. He sounds like he's not going to make it. And I thought, was mine going to be the last voice he ever heard?
Robstown firefighter Ernest Gallegos and his partner arrived.
I looked towards the victim. He looked like a grass person, grass all over his face, but it was all bees. I couldn't even see his eyes. I yelled to Richard, "I'm being attacked by bees."
Fire Chief Julio Flores took charge of the scene.
They just couldn't do it. We didn't have the proper gear for what we encountered. I was gonna have 2 more victims, and I said, I'm gonna have to get these guys out. That was one of the hardest decisions, if not the hardest decision I ever had to make as a chief.
Get him out! Get him out!
Animal Control Supervisor Noe Perez had had some training in dealing with bees.
If they attack you, you need to immediately leave the area because they will defend their colonies. I knew that there was someone that was being attacked. I didn't know that it wasn't the deputy. These bees can do 12 to 15 miles an hour, and they will pursue you for approximately 3 football fields. And that's why you better break some records.
I don't know how fast he was going, but the wind rush and everything got the bees off of me. By that time, I was already wheezing.
You need to have the protective suit, a bee suit. The better thing to do if you don't have a bee suit is not to go in.
Stand there! He's in the grass over there!
The ambulance personnel was on standby. They're pretty much just waiting for someone to do the actual rescue. At that point, officers Roland Galvan, Tito Trevino motioned me that they found the victim. He was just covered, from head to toe, literally. The sheriff's unit then escorted us over to the hospital. So, just a matter of trying to go as fast as we can.
Head first. Here we go.
At Riverside Hospital, emergency physician Dan Bywaters headed up the trauma team treating the victims.
Deputy Maldonado was brought in, but he was relatively stable. Then we went over and took a look at Chris, and I was shocked.
He was covered fully with bees.
I've been told before that 300 to 400 bee stings can easily be a lethal dose to a normal adult human. This guy had 2 to 3 times that easily.
Let's get some bug spray, too.
When you see something like this, for just a split second, all your medical training goes out the window. We tried to start the IVs, but the bees just made that impossible. He would try and say things, but he had bee stings on his tongue. You really wonder if there's anything you can do. He had youth and good health in his favor. But you wonder about kidney failure that's going to occur 1, 2, 3, 4 days down the line.
Don't move the stingers, Chris. You're going to be okay.
Hello?
Chris's girlfriend, Audra Baumgartner, happened to call him on a cell phone.
All I could say was I got stung by some bees, and I'm at the hospital. And I thought maybe he just got stung a few times and that he was having an allergic reaction. Because I thought, well, he's, able to answer the phone. He obviously isn't that bad off.
He's still very ill. I would say he's probably critical at this point.
Chris's mother, Charnel, went to be with him as soon as Audra told her what had happened.
He and I have just gone through a lot together in life, and he's just the best son a person could ever have. I just said, God, you're just going to have to help me and help him, and I just expected God to do it.
Keep the faith, okay? I love you.
20-year-old Chris Graves was transferred to Spawn Hospital, where he was given large amounts of fluids and antibodies to try to fight off kidney failure.
Okay.
I know that 911 call saved his life. There's no question. And that was the first smart thing he did. Did what his mother said.
The other one's worse than this one is.
Yeah.
2 months have passed.
Yeah. I get occasions where I have hives that pop up on me. But other than that, I feel great. My strength's being built back up, and I'm getting back to normal. Like border lines on fence lines and stuff like that.
Subsequent university identification determined that they were ordinary honeybees, not killer bees.
I think in his case what happened is he was mowing with the tractor. The vibration, the noise is what agitated them. And when that happened, he pretty much just stayed in place, and that's when he was overcome with them.
Rooted in, plant them in 1 gallons.
You can't wipe them out from the world. They're all over. So now what we're doing is learning how to live with them a little bit more and how to deal with them.
I thank everyone that did anything, but mainly animal control. Even though they had to throw him in the back of a pickup truck and drive him to the hospital, he said it was just like the movie, The Birds, but it was the bees.
Like, look up or something.
Well, they run over us again.
I'd have to say he's stronger than most people because I don't think most people can handle being stung over 1,000 times by bees. He's a very, very brave guy.
If he wants to be in horticulture or whatever he wants to do, he will do it with all the gusto possible. But it's scary. You have no control over Mother Nature. Anything can happen.
Next.
You think the worst, but 4 victims at the house. And I knew that it was a very bad scene.
Tylenol has been my pain reliever for as long as I can remember. I counted on it when I was working and when I became a mom. But since I started competing in triathlons, I get aches and pains in places I never knew I had. So now I use Tylenol even more. It's my doctor's recommendation for safe, effective pain relief. She really believes in it. I count on Tylenol. I trust it.
Tylenol, the pain reliever doctors recommend and hospitals use most.
Who knows what took me so long? I mean, well, I've always loved Suave shampoo. Gives me this shiny, fabulous hair. Then one day I discover Suave antiperspirant. So how long have I been missing out on this? Well, no surprise. Suave keeps me dry. Really dry, just like an expensive brand. Except for that little price sticker. It's a lot nicer.
Have you discovered all the ways Suave makes you look good?
Did you know Campbell's has over 30 varieties of soup that are 98% fat-free? Every day you can look forward to a well-balanced meal with a different bowl of Campbell's soup. And the best part is, not only are they less than 100 calories, they're also delicious. So you're not missing anything, except fat.
So eat your heart out.
Campbell's. Get a free booklet on Campbell's soup and a low-calorie diet. Check selected women's magazines and grocery stores.
I'm a grown-up. I know I need a nutritious breakfast, but a tiny magic voice inside me says, oh, frosting! I think fat and salt are a big no-no. I know, go for taste!
Relax. With Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats, you can have it both ways. For the adult in you, whole grain wheat, 98% fat-free, no salt added. For the kid in you, lightly frosted, great taste.
I know what always gets a gold star from me. The frosting!
Tonight, don't miss the Cosmic William Shatner. Plus Rock Legends, the band. It's a hit. Tonight.
Thursday, Eye to Eye. Terry wanted to lose weight. What she lost was her life. I knew she was dead. Her family blames her diet pills. How safe are they? Eye to Eye, Thursday.
And then, welcome to the Real ER. It's a real life or death drama with real miracles. 48 hours on a new night, Thursday.
For one family in Prairie Village, Kansas, being viewers of Rescue 911 brought them an unexpected advantage early on the morning of November 11th, 1993. "16-year-old Justin White was the first family member to wake up that morning.
What happened to the family frustrates me a lot because it could have been very easily prevented. We generally had that attitude, you know, it can't happen to us, but it did.
Come on, Bran. Let's go. Time to get up, go to school. Come on, Bran. Move your butt.
And I went in to wake my brother up.
Come on, let's go. I'm running late and I ain't got time for your game. Let's go. Let's get your butt out of bed.
He didn't want to wake up. He was acting like he was real sick.
Get up, 'cause I gotta get up.
And I thought he was faking it just to get out of school that day because it was miserable outside.
Feel good.
Put you in the shower now.
He was kind of crying, and then he collapsed onto the floor.
Mom?
Their parents, Kim and Don Brooks, were asleep just down the hall.
It was really hard to get awake that morning, but I heard a commotion in the hallway, so I finally talked myself out of bed.
He looked like he had the flu. There's a big flu bug going around the city.
What's wrong, bud? Brandon?
I said, come on, why don't you get up? And he said, I can't move. I'm paralyzed.
Hey, Don?
What? Panic kicked in. And they're thinking about putting him back to sleep.
What's going on? Kim, jeez.
Once my mom collapsed, my dad said it clicked into his head that it was carbon monoxide poisoning.
Open the doors and get them outside.
He said get them out of the house.
Fire an ambulance. Where do you need us?
7843.
7843. What's the problem there?
Carbon monoxide. It's in the house. My wife went down and my son went down.
Are they awake?
Yes, I got them awake and I got them outside.
Okay.
Johnson County dispatcher Darlene Walker took the call.
A small quantity of carbon monoxide can be lethal. He was in danger the longer he stayed inside. Most people that die from carbon monoxide poisoning die in their sleep.
Stay outside of the house. We've got the fire department and an ambulance on the way.
I gotta go. My blind.
Yeah, get out there.
All right.
The biggest fear I had when I got this call, would they still be awake when he got back out there? 1144, 223, 1104.
Rescue units were immediately dispatched. Prairie Village Police Corporal Steve Hunter was nearest to the scene.
We received a call from a dispatcher that there was a carbon monoxide poisoning at number 38's address, which is Sergeant Brooks's badge number.
Ed? He became unconscious at that time.
Janet, come. Come here, girl.
And they were very pale, very blue looking. They weren't moving any. I thought they were dead.
You think the worst with 4 victims at the house. And I knew that it was a very bad scene.
Don.
The carbon monoxide was so strong there at the front door that I went in probably 15 seconds or less and immediately received a headache.
Can you hear me?
The last 17 years of police work, I've never seen any survivors from carbon monoxide.
Among those who responded was MedAct ambulance paramedic John Linville.
The main symptoms of carbon monoxide, the early symptoms are ringing in the ears, maybe some visual difficulties, nausea, vomiting, a throbbing headache.
An engine company from Fire District Number 2 arrived, led by Lieutenant John Allen.
I bunked up, put on my air pack and my carbon monoxide monitor. My firefighter just at the front door had a reading of 200 parts per million. Right then, those people are really in danger. In the back rooms, where the air hadn't really had a chance to naturally ventilate, our reading went as high as 300 parts per million.
At St. Joseph Health Center, all 4 members of the Brooks family were treated by emergency physician Mike Riley.
We measured their carbon monoxide levels. Father's was the highest at 26%. Mother's was second, around 20%. And both boys measured at 19%. The normal concentration of carbon monoxide in the blood is closer to 1 to 2%.
The doctor told us if we'd been in the house 10 more minutes, we'd be dead.
The Tuesday before this happened, we'd been watching an episode of Rescue 911.
and they had a segment on a carbon monoxide poisoning. And for some reason, and to this day, I still don't understand why, but that is the first thing that popped into my head. If we hadn't seen the episode of 911, I would have picked him up and put him back in bed thinking it was the flu. And had I done that, we would have died.
10 months have passed. The Brooks family is still suffering long-term side effects from their carbon monoxide poisoning.
The boys are having problems with thought process, working in school. Don's been put on what they call light duty right now at the police department. I would call him, as they would say, the best of the best. He always wanted to be there. He always wanted to be in the middle of everything. And he's just not that way anymore.
Johnson Johnson in Rayfield.
They've likened what happened to me to having a mild stroke. I've never worn glasses before in my life. It affected my speech, memory loss. My guys at the Prairie Village Police Department. It was a very strange feeling that I would be the one that they had to come to instead of me being the one having to go to somebody.
Brandon was really afraid. He kept saying, I thought they were dead. I thought my parents had died. And it wasn't until I read his letter that I realized really how much they were upset.
A subsequent investigation determined that the buildup of carbon monoxide was caused by improper furnace venting.
Carbon monoxide is a killer. It creeps into your house and it creeps into your body and you don't even know what's there. I think everybody should have a carbon monoxide detector in their home.
My dad that morning saved the whole family, which was the biggest satisfaction, I think, of any award he's ever gotten. He received none for this one, but it was more satisfying than anything he's ever done in his life.
Dear Linda, we at Murphy's have great news for you. Thanks to your letters asking us to come out with a safe kitchen cleaner that won't damage surfaces, we're introducing new Murphy's Kitchen Care. It's non-harsh, like you asked, so it's safe on all kitchen surfaces. It won't damage Formica countertops, ceramic tiles, no wax floors, even painted walls. And Murphy's Kitchen Care is tough on grease, too. New Lemon Fresh Murphy's Kitchen Care, safe on all kitchen surfaces.
The work week. It's where we meet the world in full stride, with a week full of jobs and a truck full of opportunities. And there's one pickup that's perfect for a week like this. Ford F-Series. With the muscle of the most powerful diesel pickup engine ever, the convenience of a convertible console seat, and a full payload of our legendary toughness. More reasons why Ford F-Series is the best-selling truck 17 years running. And that's a lot of work weeks.
We're live from Washington for the dawn of a new political era.
We'll be talking with Republican leaders Bob Dole and Newt Gingrich.
Tomorrow on CBS This Morning.
Wednesday, we break the rules.
Oh, my.
Suzanne Sugarbaker is back.
Okay, cut!
So look out, Congress. Women of the House premieres Wednesday.
My.
Every year, hundreds of thousands of people are killed or injured in alcohol-related accidents. You can help save lives by asking someone to be a designated driver so they can take you and those you care about home safely. This series is dedicated to all the men, women, and children who answer our calls for help and are there when we need them most. I'm William Shatner. Join us again next week for more true stories on Rescue 911.
Hello, Acadiana. Jim Swallow here, reminding you to listen to Newscan 10 every weekday evening at 5 p.m. over KBPI AM/FM, Cajun Country Radio, celebrating 40 years of service to the Cajun country.
Teens Laughs. Delta Burke in Women of the House, Robert Pastorelli in Double Rush, two new comedies that break comedy rules. Women of the House and Double Rush, back-to-back premieres tomorrow on CBS.